Guys, this is all about Roxy, and I wanted to share what to expect when you get a guide dog. I'll start it with different segments. The first one is the reason to have a guide dog, and the second would be the financial responsibility when you go home with your guide dog. So the reason to get a guide dog is, for me, and this is my perspective only, is that using the white cane, you hit every barrier you possibly can. And with the guide dog, they're trained to walk fast, they walk with you, and they bypass all those barriers so you don't have to worry about it. With that said, you have to use them for put their harness on. So if you don't have a really active life, if you don't go outside much, if you don't go to different places, having a guide dog is probably not the best decision for you, right, Rox? She doesn't want to be filmed. So having a guide dog is probably not the best scenario for you. In that case, if you're not ambulatory, if you don't walk a lot, please don't get a guide dog, because they need that exercise. I mean, any dog needs that exercise, but a guide dog needs to be stimulated. They're extremely smart, so you have to dedicate time to do their obedience every day, and to make sure you utilize their harness, and to have them work during the day when you need them to, or even in the evening. So if you don't have that type of lifestyle, a guide dog's probably not for you. Now, the financial piece. Some blind schools, they may have some reimbursement program that you can submit receipts for vet costs to them to reimburse, but not all schools are like that. The school I went to, I think it was like $200, a maximum of $200 a year. I haven't utilized that because I'm lucky enough to be able to afford my dog. And this goes for any pet, not just for service guide animals. But understand, when you go home with that service animal, you have a financial responsibility to take care of that animal, and to take care of your best friend, to take care of your companion. If you cannot handle the financial responsibility, do not get a guide dog, period. Do not. Schools are extremely strict, and it's reported of any neglect, they will take your dog, which they should. Sorry. I'm passionate about animals, if you can't tell. You need to take care of them, not just emotionally and love them and pet them, but you need to take care of them with their licensing, everything. So with Roxy in Ohio, I'm just going to go ahead and break down the cost. Now, to get a license, a service dog tag, when you go to the city building to get it, I had to think of the word. You bring your appropriate documentation to prove that they're a guide dog, obviously from your blind school. It's free. As long as they're a service animal, that licensing is free. Now, if you have a pet, the licensing is no more than, is for a year. I don't think it's no more than like 30, 40 bucks. So license your dog. There's so many pets out here that are not licensed or tagged. It is so annoying. It's not that expensive, so do it. If you can't afford it, if you go to the Department of Health, I think the license there is like about $5. You have no excuse. The second cost, you have to think of vet costs. Now with Roxy, she gets her heartworm and flea and tick medication every month. That runs about $40 a month. So somewhere on the screen, I'll put the total, how much of that is a year. Her yearly vet visit and her updated shots, about $300 for that visit. And that's once a year. But with Roxy Labradors, I'm extremely cognizant anytime she feels sick, or she constantly gets ear infections, but that's something that is common in Labradors. There are other vet visits that I'm responsible for other than just that yearly visit. And actually those visits is about $300 a year. For her food, I make sure that she has the exact same food that she received at the school. It's the Purina Pro Plan dry food, shredded chicken and rice. I get the really big bag, and that's about $50 a month. No problem. In regards to grooming, your guide dog or any animal needs to be clean, presentable. Their nails, don't let your dog nails grow too long. That hurts them. If you don't walk them a lot, even if you do walk them a lot, sometimes the sidewalks don't follow them down naturally. So take care of your animal. They love getting pampered like we do, right? So we do groom Rox once a month with Petco, and that's $50. We get the whole works: her nails, the pads of her feet, de-shedding, brushing her teeth, cleaning her ears. We get the work, so it's about $50 a month. Another thing that you have to be cognizant about is toys and treats. That's not a necessity, but I do. So toys and treats is about $20 a month over the course of the year. We also, collars, coats, accessories. I say for that I spend about $100 a year. Let's see. These are just examples of the financial responsibility. So if I add it all up, it's close to $3,000 a year. Understand the financial responsibility. So keep that in mind. Some vets, if you have a service animal, may give you a discount. Don't be afraid to ask. But don't be shocked if they say no. They don't have to. So you may find your favorite vet, and I love our vet, and they don't give a discount. It is what it is. We have to pay the full price like anybody else. So just be cognizant. Just understand that, you know, you have a guide dog that needs to be active. They're very smart. So just, if you're not ambulatory, you stay in the house a lot, they're not I love Roxy. She's my best friend. So when she's not working, she's like a regular dog, but they're specially trained to use their skills. So if you're not going to use it, it's probably not the best decision for you. And the financial cost, you're going to be responsible for this animal, for their life. You're responsible to give them a awesome quality of life. And if you cannot accept that responsibility financially, then it's not probably the good choice for you. Don't do that to your dog, and don't do that to yourself. So I hope this helped you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm passionate about animals and animals being treated right. So I hope you understand. And if you have any questions down below, please put them in the comments. And I would love to engage in dialogue with you guys. All right, guys. Bye.